Okay, for those of you entering Shock Incarceration boot camp, there's some things that you have to memorize while you're there. You get graded on your evals for them. You do a bunch of PT if you don't know it, if it's correct or not. They try to embarrass you, blah, blah, blah. I'm sure you've already heard. So to get a heads up, I'm going to tell you what you need to know, because when I was going in, I looked on the internet and there was absolutely nothing on the phrases and on the history of shock as far as what you need to memorize and what you're going to be tested on. So first things first, this is the shock anthem. It's what you live by when you're there, and this is what you need to know. This is what you need to memorize. Shock is a positive environment for human development in a caring community where members can help themselves and each other. Staff and participants work together to establish and maintain positive growth-filled environments within prisons. Community members focus on behavioral change and confront attitudes which are destructive to members and the life of the program. A place to set goals and to practice behaviors which lead to successful living. A disciplined lifestyle, bringing a process for examining attitudes and values for learning to deal with stress. A chance to change, to confront mistakes, and accept responsibility for our lives. Again, Shock is a positive environment for human development in a caring community where members can help themselves and each other. Staff and participants work together to establish and maintain positive growth-filled environments within prisons. Community members focus on behavioral change and confront attitudes which are destructive to members in the life of the program. A place to set goals and to practice behaviors which lead to successful living. A disciplined lifestyle, bringing a process for examining attitudes and values for learning to deal with stress. A chance to change, to confront mistakes, and accept responsibility for our lives. You have 10 general orders that you need to memorize. General order number 1, I will follow all orders given by all staff at all times. Number 2, I will refrain from the use of violence and or threats of violence. Number 3, I will not use drugs and or alcohol. Number 4, I will tell the truth with compassion. Number 5, I will speak and act with good purpose. Number 6, I will remain alert and participant in network at all times. 7, I will adhere to the network group contract at all times. 8, I will maintain a positive attitude at all times. 9, I will maintain military bearing at all times. 10, I will remain alert and participate in ASAT, education, and recreation during all sessions. Again, quickly, 10 general orders. I will follow orders given by all staff at all times. I will refrain from the use of violence and or threats of violence. I will not use drugs and or alcohol. I will tell the truth with compassion. I will speak and act with good purpose. I will remain alert and participate in network at all times. I will adhere to the network group contract at all times. I will maintain a positive attitude at all times. I will maintain military bearing at all times. I will remain alert and participate in ASAT, education, and recreation during all sessions. Again, these are orders that you need to know. You'll be tested on them and be knocked off on your eval if you don't get them correct, blah, blah, blah. 5 steps of decision making. See the situation clearly, know what you want, expand your possibilities, evaluate and decide, act. Again, see the situation clearly, know what you want, expand your possibilities, evaluate and act, decide. Everyone has to take ASAT, even if you're not there for a drug offense, you still have to take it. You got to know 12 steps of ASAT. They'll quiz you first 2 steps at a time, and then 6 steps, and then 6 steps, and then 12 steps at once, and then fill in the blanks. I'm sure you can find them on the internet, but this is what 12 steps of ASAT are. Number 1, we admitted that we were powerless over our addiction, that our lives had become unmanageable. 2, we came to believe that a power greater than ourselves could restore us to sanity. 3, we made a decision to turn our will and our lives over to the care of God as we understood Him. 4, we made a searching and fearless moral inventory of ourselves. 5, we admitted to God, to ourselves, and to another human being the exact nature of our wrongs. 6, we were entirely ready to have God remove all these defects of character. 7, humbly asked Him to remove our shortcomings. 8, made a list of all persons we had harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. 9, Made direct amends to such people wherever possible, except when to do so would injure them or others. 10. Continued to take personal inventory, and we were wrong, promptly admitted it. 11. Sought through prayer and meditation to improve our conscious contact with God as we understood Him, praying only for knowledge of His will for us and the power to carry that out. 12. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to addicts and to practice these principles in all our affairs. You have standard shock conditions. You won't need to memorize that. Community meeting, group contract. Everyone will do that together as you go on. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I hope that helps out. At least gets you a jump start before you get into the program. Study, memorize, and do what you're told. You'll do fine. Thanks.